Hello guys, guess who's back? Guess who's back? This is the first official upload on my YouTube channel since my community guideline strike. I'm so happy to be back. We're going to get into this podcast. Welcome to Nothing to See here, the podcast that I've been doing. We're going to have a good time today. I have a lot to talk about, especially the whole community guideline strike thing, because I have a lot to talk about that specifically, but we'll save that to the end because that's a very juicy and a dramatic story that I would like to share. But I just want to welcome you guys to the podcast. It feels so good to be back on YouTube. I thought I wasn't going to get it back. I really thought it was, kind of the end in a sense. And I honestly wasn't all that upset. But we'll get to that in a few. But first things first, I want to talk about, how things are going in my life. Things have been going pretty good. Had another kind of mental breakdown past 2 weeks or so. I wouldn't say it was a mental breakdown as much as it was just like me just being depressed. I don't know why, but for some odd reason I just get really, really depressed sometimes, and I can't explain it. It's just I'm in like a sad state, and I really want to get there's things that I want to do in life, and then I just kind of get in a funk, and then when I'm in the funk I can't get out of the funk. But I'm in a good place right now. It's a good time. My job is going well. It's okay. It's not perfect. It's not a great job. I never really loved this job. It doesn't pay well. I need to find me something else. But I will tell you something that did happen a few days ago, and I thought it was kind of funny, and I thought I'd share it with you about me completely busting my ass at work. I completely ate shit at work. So what we do is, I'm a night stock. I'm part of a night stock crew at a grocery store. And what we do is usually when we get a truck in with pallets, we'll load everything out on the floor, and then we'll start to down stack it. What we'll do is we'll take everything off each pallet and we'll load it up and put it in front of the specific spot on the aisle where that product is going to go up. So we had everything placed on the floor. And we were just joking around. We were talking, and I think 2 or 3 employees were in front of aisle 2 where I was standing. And I just decided to just walk away. And I was walking away, and I wasn't looking where I was walking. I was just kind of looking at my feet. Little did I know that I was about to completely make a fool out of myself by tripping over my feet and falling onto a large pile of ramen noodles, while simultaneously bumping into the display in front of it that held glass bottles of soy sauce. Luckily, I didn't break any of the soy sauce, but the ramen noodles it broke my fall, I guess you could say. So I didn't really get super hurt on it, but I just knew that they saw me completely eat shit, and there was no way I could come back from that. So they started laughing. I was laughing too because I thought it was funny, and I was like begging them to check the security cameras just so I could see it again. But yeah, so that's what happened at work a few days ago. I actually, as I'm recording this right now, I'm going to upload this as I'm recording it. It's literally July 18th. That is if my strike is clear. If it's not, then it'll probably be the next day. But this video should be out July 18th as I'm recording it right now. It's 7 o'clock at night. I got work tonight, actually, so I'm trying to get this done. Just so you guys have some content. Moving on though, let's get to my music. Things are coming pretty good with this new album. I have officially started writing some songs for this new album. The skits are done; those have been done. But I got 2 songs that I am currently writing that are like half done. I think I have like 3 or 4 others that are just kind of ideas at the moment. But yeah, this album is coming along. I should have it out before the end of the year. That's the idea. But like I said, unlike my previous album that was Overdose, my debut, I kind of rushed that album. Even though that album was pretty good, it wasn't the best thing I ever made. But like I said, it was rushed. I made it in like 3 months. So I'm trying to take my time on this record, just so there's a little bit more of focus in it, I guess you could say. So when you listen to it, it'll sound more focused. So like I said, right now I'm working on 2 different tracks, and both of which should be done eventually. And like I said, I'm going to get right back into it and write some more songs. And so the new album is coming, so stay tuned for that. Something actually that has been happening over the past few weeks that is probably one of the culprits to my depression, but it's just one of many. My cat. If you guys don't know, I have a cat named Squiggle, and he's appeared in some of my videos. He has been really, really sick lately. I don't know what's been going on. He's been having this allergy thing where he sneezes a lot. And he's been having that allergy thing for at least a year, probably up to last year. And up until maybe a few weeks ago, he just wasn't acting right. He was a little off. And then he started just staying in the bathroom, like sleeping in the tub. This is the same kind of behavior that my other cat did right before he passed. And that got me a little worried. But he seems to be fine now. Like, he's still sleeping in the tub, but he's still walking around like normal. He's still eating. He's still drinking. He'll still occasionally sleep with my mother in her bed. So it seems like everything's normal, but there is still something off. So and he is an old cat, so I do have to keep that in mind. I have to keep that in perspective that he is an old cat. That his time might be growing near. And I need to mentally prepare. I said this before. I am not mentally prepared to lose this cat, because if there's anything in this world that I love is that cat. That cat. There's no other cat in this planet that loves me more than that cat. That cat has been with me for the long haul, at least since I want to say 2004, 2005 maybe. And I think he's got to be at least 16, 17 years old now. But yeah, moving on to the main subject of this podcast, because I have a lot to say about this, and I'm extremely pissed and disappointed at YouTube for this. And I'm going to get into it. My YouTube community guideline strike. Now I'm going to tell you the entire story of how it happened. So on July 7th, I received my first warning. When you get a YouTube strike, the first thing you receive is a warning. And it was for a video called Try Not to Laugh 2. And it was taken down for child safety, because I guess whatever video I was reacting to had some kid do something stupid that may have gotten them hurt or something. I don't know. But that video got taken down, and I got my first warning. I said, whatever, it wasn't even that good of a video anyway. So days go by. I think it went to July 11th or something. Yeah, it had to have been the 11th. I got home from work and I checked my YouTube account, and I got a notification about 5 in the morning that said that I have got my first community guideline strike. It's just weird. It was just like days in between one another, how it happened so quick. And it was for a really, really important video of my videography, I guess you could say. It was a video called Hunter S. Thompson's Daily Routine. And that's the video where I I act out the daily routine of author and journalist Dr. Hunter S. Thompson. And YouTube took it down for harmful and dangerous acts. Now, I understand the concept of the video might not be suitable for everyone. Everybody might not like that kind of content, because there is a lot of fake drug use. There's a lot of stuff in that video that a lot of people wouldn't appreciate or enjoy. And I made sure to mark that video down for not for kids. It wasn't going to receive any ads. And that video has been on my channel for going on almost 3 years, and YouTube decided to take it down now, these many years later, which is kind of weird. So when I saw that I received my strike, it said that I was not allowed to upload for a week, and I wasn't allowed to post and do this, that, and third. I even sent an appeal because it's not fair. It's not fair use in my personal opinion, because I specified in the very beginning of the video that what you were going to see was staged drug and alcohol use, and is to not to be taken seriously. And yet there are plenty of videos on YouTube where they're actually doing real drugs, and those videos are not taken down. See, YouTube, there's always been a double standard with YouTube, okay? Because my video gets taken down, but people like Cardi B, for example, gets to keep her music video on YouTube where she's half naked and shaking her ass for the world to see, or a Miley Cyrus video where she's naked, or a horror movie scene that you can look up on YouTube with blood, gore, violence, drugs, yada yada yada, videos with tons and tons amounts of swearing, and they have ads on them, no less. And it just seems like that YouTube only takes care of the bigger YouTubers, and the people like me just get thrown on the back burner, and they don't appreciate us, you know. I tried to send an appeal to it, and I was immediately denied for that appeal. And I started raising hell on Twitter. I started just F this and F that and F you YouTube, and because it's not fair. It really isn't, the way they did me. So YouTube actually got in contact with me on Twitter, and they said, well, if you think your appeal was unfair, you could do this, and we can look into it. And I said, okay. So I sent them the URL for the video, and they said, okay, we'll look into it, and we'll get back to you as soon as we can. I think about a day or a day and a half later, they got back to me and said what I thought they were going to say, that it still broke community guidelines, and that they were not going to remove the strike or give me my video back and whatever. So we're now at a point where YouTube it's almost like YouTube is like a new streaming platform now, kind of like Netflix or something, because it's not for the creators anymore. I don't think it ever was, since that Susan chick became the CEO of YouTube. I miss YouTube back when it was cool. I grew up during the era of YouTube. I remember back in like 2009, 2010, 2011. That was the heyday of YouTube. We had people like Shane Dawson, Smosh, Waffle Pone. You had all those big YouTubers, and you could post anything you wanted. You could use copyrighted music. You could post literally anything you want with the freedom and the creativity. But nowadays, you can't do nothing. You have to walk on eggshells just to keep your channel alive. And I really think that is completely unfair. And I made sure YouTube understood that by tweeting, you need to delete all it. Because seriously, if they were going to remove my video for breaking community guidelines, then they need to literally remove like half the content on YouTube, because there are videos that are far worse than mine on YouTube as we speak. But that's YouTube for you. They only care about money. That's all they care about. They don't care about the creators. They don't care about the creativity. All they care about is how much money they can make for the creator, the content. But I'm very disappointed in YouTube, and I did not lose the video. I still have the video. It's saved on a hard drive. That's why I'm super glad that I pretty much save all my videos on a hard drive. That was pretty smart on my part, because I knew that something like this was going to happen, and I'm super glad that I have the content saved. If I was to ever like resurface it somewhere, I have it backed up somewhere. So if I ever re-upload it or re-put it on another site, I have the videos. So don't worry about that. But as far as the strike goes, the strike has been removed. I still have my strike. Well, the strike hasn't been removed, but I'm able to upload now. But I still have the strike on my channel. The strike will not be removed until October. So let's hope I can not get another strike until then. There's so many videos on my channel that I know they won't be happy to see. But hopefully they'll just leave me the hell alone now and just let me live my life and upload and continue to upload, even though we've lost 2 videos, which I'm extremely OCD and frustrated about nonetheless, but I'm willing to let them go if they just stop fucking with me. But we're just going to keep going. We're just going to keep on keeping on. I'm going to continue to upload as much as I possibly can. Hopefully I won't get a second or third strike. You know what happens if I get a second or third strike, then my channel is gone. So we're going to continue to upload and stick with it. And yeah, that's all I can really say is just bear with me. You know, times are weird right now. But I hope you enjoyed this podcast. If you like it, be sure to give it a thumbs up. If you want to follow me on my other social medias, I'll be sure to put them in the link description below. And I'll say them right here real fast. My Twitter is at ATV Taylor. That's at capital A TV capital TAYLOR. If you want to follow me on my Instagram, that is at AUSTIN _ TAYLOR TV, at Austin _ Taylor TV. And if you want to follow me on my TikTok, that is at ATV Studios, all lowercase. And if you want to buy some merch, I'll put the merch in the link description below on teespring.com. Thank you guys for listening in to Nothing to See Here. I'm glad to be back, and expect some new content very soon. Peace.